Oh, enjoy it.
Sounds good. This is the 2015.
It's 2015, yep.
Excellent. Thank you so much. What was your name? Randall? Dave. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, thank you. Will do.
Triple X Deadhead.
XXX Deadhead.
Right,
yeah. All right. With the 2014 Progressive International Motorcycle Show. I can't even say the dang name right. I haven't vlogged in a while, but all right, so this is a demo ride, 2015 Street Glide. I probably already said that a few times. This is actually a bike that I have thought about picking up down the road. I might pick up more of the aggressive stance. More of the, like what, the 110 engine. But, oh, this is cozy. Very cozy. Ah, love it. Hopefully I'm still recording. I should be coming to you in 4K Super View on the GoPro 4. Yeah, I like this setup here. It looks like I can open up the vent there, which I'll do now because I like my wind. See how much of a difference that makes. She actually seems quite agile. Yeah, she's got a little bit of a pep in her step. A little roar of thunder, always nice. And I mean, so far, very responsive, just does what you tell it, which is great. Not used to these floorboards. Not used to floorboards at all. Feeling wind coming up all kinds of general, like different directions, and yeah, I can actually feel like the specific streams, whereas my bike's naked, so I don't really feel any of that. Yeah, very nice bike though. Starts to feel a little heavy when you get towards like slower speeds. For California, I mean, one of the biggest things about this bike that has kind of worried me is, that's a nice bike too, I like this. I'm not really used to the green color. But yeah, for California, like, you know, one of the things is lane splitting and filtering on a bike like this. That's just a tremendous disadvantage in this area, but it's a big bike at the same time, very comfortable, and I think that you'd be able to filter or split to some degree, just maybe a little bit slower. Alright, and as standard with all the Harley bikes, they've got the left turn signal for the left thumb on the left hand controls here, and the right on the right. Yeah, I mean, a good speedometer setup. I like the analog setups. I always have. I like this audio setup. It looks like it's really easy with the buttons and so on. I'm not really going to play with it. I don't want to mess with, you know, it kind of messes with the monetization with videos, having music play. Run into some copyright issues. So I'll stay away from the sound, but the sound systems on these are pretty good. I have listened to them before and was quite impressed. The clutch seems pretty stiff. Pulling this lever in, it's kind of cramps the hand a little bit. I'm sure all you muscle buffs will be like, "Hey man, you just got to work out more," but whatever. Whatever. confident enough bikes to know that that's bullshit. Yeah, man, this is great. A lot of room in first gear, which is cool. Taking her a little easy, because if I break her, I take her. And I don't want to scratch floorboards. I feel like I'm going to. You lose a lot of that lean angle. Oh yeah, smooth as butter. Smooth as butter for sure. Close up that vent, see how that works. Oh yeah, you kind of notice a little bit of wind disappear. Oh, this would be a great, fantastic bike for touring. Just a comfortable seat. My goodness, I'm not used to that at all. My iron, it just feels like you're sitting on plywood after a while. With this bike, it's very, very upright, comfortable. A little sag in my shoulders and my stancing, and having this floorboard just makes things genius. This guy's trying to stay warm up there. It's hilarious. He's like all tucked in, hands in his pockets. Yeah, I mean, as for splitting, I think I could manage this stuff pretty easily. We'll take it nice and mellow though today, just because I signed my life away. But this is the 2015 Street Glide, and this has definitely been a dream bike for me. I want to say that this is the special, I think it is, so it probably starts off right around 23 to 25,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. Which is a bit of money for a bike, but you get quite a bike for it, so can't complain there. I don't know what button I hit here, but I hit something. I get a little bit of buffeting from this and see how that goes. Oh, that kind of takes it away. That's good. Oh man, just mellow, drop it into 6th gear and just chill, just relax. It's genius. Very, very comfortable bike. Just kind of goes where you tell it on the freeway. This would be a great traveling bike, for sure. I feel plenty of wind wrapping around my legs, which is nice. I feel like I get the cool air, and I feel like it does come up very comfortably up to your, across my stomach. Doesn't seem so confidence-inspiring in the turns, but a lot of that is just not being used to, like having this fairing, and you know, it kind of messes with my surrounding sight down towards the wheel. You know, my off vision, whatever that's called, the side vision. I can't remember if I was supposed to go right there or not. No. Yeah, cozy bike, man. This is great. And so I said that it wasn't very confidence-inspiring in the turns. A lot of that is just not being used to the bike, I'm pretty sure. But we'll kind of find out up ahead here, maybe a little bit more. I mean, it just feels like it's a big bike, and she feels good. Oh yeah, she seems to handle fine. Wow, the gear ratio, like you just have so much movement between gears. I could have stayed in 4th, dropping it down to 3rd still seems like I could drop it down to 2nd. It just feels very relaxed and cozy, yet I pull on that throttle a little bit and I can feel the power just kind of open up. I have no idea what gear I'm in. No more. Oh, what a beautiful day to go out riding. What's up? pull over and take a look at it. Good responsive brakes. Yeah, as far as weight goes, I mean, it's a bit more weight than what I'm used to. Where's the... How do I know what gear I'm in? Yeah, it's still in gear. Still in gear. Alright, so popping in neutral is, there we go. That was a little bit of a challenge. Kickstand doesn't really pop out like I'd like. You have to put a little bit of more manual control into it. So yeah, this is great. Nice luggage space, comes standard with these highway bars. ABS brakes. The 103, I like this air filter. I like how that comes in. Having floorboards, I'm just not used to it. I have ridden a few bikes that have that, and it's always nice. I love the solid build on these. I mean, just solid metal, good stuff. Everything works really good, lasts a long time. As far as the rear end goes, I'm not a big fan of the color, this metallic green with the little sparkles in it. It's not really my thing, but I do like the back end. It's a little bit too maybe classy for my taste, but it's very clean, and I really like how it's kind of filled in. And if I'm not mistaken, you can take these bags off, so that's always good. The antenna for probably the XM radio, your horn. Yeah, I mean, this is great. Very, very cool bike. Has a little slot here for putting your backrest on. You're good to go. Very wide stance bike. I like. See how she does. Hits that rev limiter on first gear pretty quick, so that's a little different. It's kind of wheelie the yeah, nice. I could definitely see myself cruising around by a half helmet. With the full face helmet, it's kind of awkward riding a bike like this with the fairing up front. It's not horrible, but it's a little different. Yeah, I feel clunky on the turns. And a lot of that, like I said before, is probably just a lot of its experience or lack thereof on the bigger bikes. But yeah, I feel more comfortable after I owned it a while, for sure. But maneuverability at slower speeds like this little turn here, I feel very comfortable with it. The weight does not seem like an issue until you come to a stop, and even then it's pretty mild. Yeah, rev limiter. Bigger bike like this, you have more weight going on, and so that weight kind of comes into play with the power to weight ratio is just, you know, it's not 100% there. Need to get up here. I'm taking this exit here. Looks like somebody got pulled over on that little road I was on. Oh. So yeah, wow, this bike really inspires me to want to just get out there and like feel like a cowboy, you know, get out and hit up Utah. Oh man, I could ride Utah for weeks and weeks and weeks on this bike. Just live off this bike, throw a backpack or the sleeping bag on the back and tie it down and just enjoy. That's really the biggest feeling I'm getting out of this bike, is this real wanderlust desire to just get out there and explore. I don't feel like comfortable, I guess, with the idea of Like, I wouldn't want to just go hit up twisties all day with this bike. It's not what it's made for, but it definitely feels like it's made for like a primary bike, if that makes any sense. And maybe have a smaller bike, little Ninja 250 or Ninja 300 for hitting the twisties up. And that's a good combo. Or an FZ07 or something. This bike definitely feels like it would be a solid primary bike. And even commuting, I think when traffic comes to a stop, I wouldn't feel uncomfortable lane splitting through, like, you know, 85% of what I normally lane split through now. So I think it would be a great, fantastic commuter, especially with this luggage in the back here, having the sound and the music. I think it's cool to have sound and music up here, but at the same time, you know, I don't know. Let's see if we can kick up the sound a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that. I'll kick it up a bit more. Well, it sounds pretty good. I could see myself listening to that quite a bit over having the music and my Sena Bluetooth, which I kind of enjoy that, but I could see myself for sure enjoying the speakers here. They definitely work fine and wouldn't hurt your ears as much, maybe, having the sound up close. Anyways, this is a fantastic bike. I'm in love. I've definitely thought about owning one in the future, and now I'm a little bit more sold on the idea. The price tag is a little brutal, and you know, for that, you know, it's either going to work or it's not. I would recommend for a lot of people that if they're looking for a bike like this, but the price tag is a little scary for them, definitely look at used models. I've seen them go for, you know, $12,000 to $16,000 for beautiful, great condition Street Glides and Road Kings as well. They kind of have a similar look. I really like this look, the single headlight up front, a little bit pointier on the fairing. I do prefer that over the Road King, but the new Road King also looks slick, and hopefully I do get a chance to ride that as well today. All in all, I feel very confident on the road. The turns and the leanability of this bike, though it commits easily and it's very controllable, it's very flickable even, I would say. It's just, it does what I tell it to do the second I tell it to. It's very responsive that way. But I don't feel like I have confidence in the lanes because I have no idea where these floorboards stick out a ways. And so it's a little different. I like the floorboards though. The floorboards kind of sell it for me because it just feels like I'm just sitting flat-footed, very, very comfortable. I feel very little vibration in my feet. It actually feels like my feet are getting like slightly massaged, if that makes any sense. It's beautiful, and I'm really happy with it so far. There's not one part of me that would be upset with this bike in my garage. Other than the color, I'm not a big fan of the color. I like the flat black, but you know, there's so many different color options that comes with all the different Harleys these days. It's quite impressive. But even there, I'm like probably I was in 5th gear then. So even in 5th gear, I had plenty of draw power to kind of maneuver around that truck. Not that I had to, but why not? Why not? But yeah, this is my stop here. I'm going to head back to the motorcycle show, see if I can find one more bike to ride before the day is over.